Hello. It's Shanique here, cleaning authority boss, helping you start, grow your cleaning business with my journey. Started solo, struggling, now a remote cleaning business, and I'm fully remote. And sometimes I clean because I still have my old clients, but you get to grow and grow your cleaning business with me. And I'm going to share all my tips and tricks on how I get my clients, how I thrive. And I want to see the same for you. So in this video, I'm going to share with you the exact way I post on TikTok for free quality leads on TikTok. Now, why do I say quality leads? Because the way I market myself on TikTok, 7 out of 10 people who inquire my services close because of the messaging on my TikTok. I've already groomed and prepared them for what to expect with us. So I have less objections. I have less pushback because they would have seen the videos on it. So I'm going to share with you exactly what I do, why I do it, and the goal is so that you can effectively go use your organic platforms, get free leads, know how to effectively market, really position yourself as the authority, my authority warriors. I think I like that. Let me know if you like the authority warriors. So let's get into it. I actually recorded this whole thing once before, but I have to re-record it because I do want to have it helpful for you. And I'm also going to put it in the CBA course. Now, everything that I mentioned would be linked in the description box. And at the end of this portion, there's going to be a screen recording that I don't think I can share here on how I put everything together. So that would be an actually exclusive part of the training that only CBA members do get. They will have access to that in the Discord group and in the course as well. And you can find out how to join that in the description box below as well. Let's get into it now. Why do I believe that I have high quality clients and it is more effective than paid leads even? One, because you get more of a profit when you are not paying for leads. So if you could effectively use your organic marketing, that's just a dream for any business owner, keeping your expenses low. You don't have to pay tons of money on ads. So if you can have proper organic marketing, get free leads and qualities at that, then you're winning. Now, the reason why you want to understand how to do this is because this is a very easy way. I could bang out 3 to 5 pieces of content daily if I wasn't also juggling other businesses as well. But I aim to at least 4 to 5 times a week, if not 1 time a day. Now, why I believe when I have clients that have had 2 booked clients call us from TikTok saying it was either between you or one other person, I chose your cleaning business. This is the reason why I believe that they chose our cleaning business. I'm going to share with you exactly why those reasons are in this video. And then I had someone else call and said, I'm a social media marketer. I think it's amazing that you're using TikTok and you're doing it very well. That's why I chose you. Like, you can market yourself really well. So I'm going to really break down exactly my thought process on how I do so using all the softwares and breaking that down. So what's going to help you stand out and make these leads quality is you're not posting generic content like everybody else, okay? And what that is everybody else is posting their service list. Everyone else is doing it before and after. Everyone else is doing time lapse. And yes, you are putting yourself in front of your audience, but you could be warming them up for somebody else. Now, I make it very specific of the type of clients that I want to bring into my business, and I vocalize that. If you go to Clinique Cleaning, I don't think you're gonna be able to see it. Clinique Cleaning on TikTok, you'll see what I'm talking about, and you can repost this on your Instagram as well as your Facebook, and that's okay. The verbiage, the messaging I put out there is very specific to the type of people I want in my business, and I groom and I already answer the objections that they possibly have. And how do I find that information? You've had inquiry calls, you possibly have like fears or doubts yourself. And what you can use is your content to answer those objections and deter those from happening. And that's what my content does, so that when someone calls me and they already know that we are not a private cleaner, they already know that we're not hourly, they already know that you have to put a credit card on file, they already know that we are for deep cleaning, they already know these things. Those questions are limited. All they want to know is how to book, are you available, and a few other questions that they possibly did not see in the content. Whereas some marketing or promoting on like a paid avenue, they don't typically see all the content, or they don't have the option to go in depth like TikTok. Because again, I'm going to show you how my TikTok videos are, and that's why. So that's like my conversion rate is higher on TikTok than it would be in my paid leads, because someone who's just Googling cleaners near me, they're just looking for a list of cleaners that they could bang out and see what the cheapest options are, who's available, right? They don't get to see the content. They don't get to see what we do not do. Where someone on TikTok, they do, and they're already positioned as a prime client when they get on the phone with us. So that I'm going to start the process all over again. I'm going to share my screen. I will show you the end results, because that's where I was before. There we go. Hopefully this works, guys. Let me know if you can see my screen. Okay, I can see it here. Cool. Let me know if you can see my screen if you're here, so that I'm not wasting my time. This is typically the end result of what we're going to build out here. We've already done this. I've already done this, but I didn't record properly. So hopefully if you are on here, you could let me. Okay, perfect. It's cool. You see it. Awesome. Now, what I'm using here is Writesonic. In the description, you'll see a link to save and use this. I personally like it more than ChatGPT, because there's so much more features, and for the price, you get so much more. I personally love it. I've been using it for over a year. I do not regret it. I don't even need to really upgrade to the highest one. It provides so much words just for the lowest account. Now, start from the beginning, and I'm going to scroll and go to Writesonic, which is the ChatGPT. You ask questions. I'm actually going to just pull up my history, because I did this already. And what I did is that I just asked Sonic, right? Okay, well, technically, I wrote a more general version of this. When you go ahead and search, if I go ahead and copy this and I go ahead and do this, it'll say improve the prompt. I improved the prompt, and that's how I got this prompt. It just rewrote a better prompt. So essentially what it is, I wrote, write a TikTok script for my cleaning business that shares why my audience needs to have deep cleaning, why it's better to have professional cleaning versus doing themselves. And then the Writesonic revised it to a better version. And this is what it came up to. I typically don't nitpick this. I trust Writesonic for what it is. And I just go ahead, I copy it, and then I go back. I scroll down to Writesonic. I love it because in this package, so much is included. Include text to voice. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pop that information in here, exactly what I copied. And I'm just going to remove all, because it's giving you a title suggestion. Like, I don't know, wherever reason you might need a title. And then it gives you options of what you could possibly put as the visual. And I'm going to show you what the visual is. You can go ahead and follow that. I just typically reread what I end up with, and then I just plug in the visuals. We'll go into that. So I'm just going to remove all that middle part, right? And once I do that, then I reread. I can go over. Obviously, you're going to remove. Oh, the little graphic thingies, I don't know, graphic grammar, it's not symbols. Remove all of that. Do so, because I've already done it. I'm just gonna skip through. The only thing that I know I remember changing is I put hey GTA, and the reason why I like to address my locations because TikTok can send your content everywhere. Okay, that was something that I was kind of nervous about marketing on TikTok, but it's getting better with the geographing and kind of really pushing it to like areas, especially if you're using hashtags. So use hashtags for your area. So I'm always going to put Toronto house, Vaughan real estate, anything city relating the type of like audience I want to target. So the hashtag will help. But the reason why I like to say, hey, GTA is because someone who's in the GTA is going to catch your attention. They know what GTA means. And that's the person that I want. So if you were someone like I'm in Vancouver right now, you could say, hey, Vancouver's, or any kind of city or state that you are, province or parish that you are, you could go ahead and address them first. That's something I just do. In addition to that, for the psyche of marketing and standing out and for people to know your brand, just like Keith Lee, he says his first 3 lines all the time. I went to go try it, we bought it, we try it from this rate from 1 to 10. You know that's a Keith Lee thing. When someone says it, that's Keith Lee. So my thing for my cleaning business is hey GTA. I want people to know hey GTA. So if someone else starts saying hey GTA, I would know that they watch this video because no one else does it. But yeah, that's what I changed. And then I also changed for this example. I'm just going to go ahead and go back to this because I've already done this. I redid this whole training months before. I'm just going to view what I actually end up using. Once I removed all the filler parts, I also removed, so this part, it said introducing. I don't like the introducing part. You can, if you want to, it just comes up a little too chat GPT-ish. So I just said it's us. And then there was a part where it said, here are the key points. Here's why. I just seemed more conversational. So I removed that and I put 1, 2, 3, and so forth and so forth. And at the end, I did a really more specific call to action, request a quote. So if you are missing, very basic, a call to action behind your any types of post, then you are missing the mark. But if you're always saying book now, it could become a little redundant. So making them do exactly what you want them to do, or even breaking down the steps. Like I actually have a TikTok that breaks down the steps of what to expect when booking with us. So it could be you call us, or you request a quote, we call you, we confirm what you need in the cleaning list, and we book, you put a credit card in file. Like I actually make a post in that way. Here, your call to action, it says book cleaning services, and it could request a quote. And that could be for you. With TikTok, luckily, I made my business TikTok page before they had the rule of 1,000 followers. So I can I do have a link in my bio right now. But for those of you who cannot do that, then you could either put your website on the screen, or you can simply say DM for how to book with us along those lines. And when they DM you, you could then go ahead and message them and say, text quote to this number, so that you can get their number and not just their social media, so that you can always follow up with them later on. Or you can send them a booking request form via text. Having text, and it's so common now for people, business to text. I recently, first time interacting with a company, they texted me in regarding, hey, Shanique, like we're just responding to something. I'm like, when did you get my, obviously they got my number, but it's like, that was their first way of contact, not emailing, not calling, they text me first. So it is something it's totally common now. And I use text a lot in my business in a professional way. I don't want them texting me like 1 o'clock in the morning, hey, like, can I get a quote now? Like that's not the case. So I do suggest that you use Open Phone, which is a AI business operating separate phone line. It's amazing. I wish I knew earlier. But if you don't use something like Open Phone, then it's going to be a personal number. It just becomes really unprofessional after a while. But that's an option if you cannot get your link in your bio. That's where you can kind of get them as a lead and have their phone number or get them into your request form via DM. I just think that to elevate your brand, having a DM conversation is so 2007, 10. So you can go ahead and get them on some kind of platform where it gets to a professional setting. Like I want them to really see you as a professional. So that's how this script has now gone. And just for the sake of for demonstration, after I've removed all the fillers, I did my tweak, I'm going to go ahead and choose a voice. Again, all this is included for the plan, with the most basic plan. I choose Jeremy all the time. I typically always use the same voice. Again, also for the brand awareness aspect, okay? And you just selected what's already selected. Now you just click to generate audio, and like within seconds, your audio is made. Okay, cool. There, there you go. And then you'll just download that. Okay. Now, the visual. I just go to Canva. I pay for premium Canva. I highly suggest that you also do if you are in any sorts of business. But if you don't, then that is fine. I just don't know the difference of the features, whether or not I'm showing something that is just for a premium or not. But I have premium, so I'm going to go ahead and show you what that looks like. Now I'm going to share my screen. So one thing that I did mention last time I did this, I'm bitter, guys. I'm salty. I have to redo this. So when I first started or had the idea of doing this route, there's a lot of reason why I started to do this route, and a lot of objection that I came to kind of psych myself out, and you might have the same thought. Now, when people say you should be the face of your business, show your face, get connected with your audience, this is not a connecting. It's an AI generated video, literally not you, not your voice. It's not like a disconnect. It's not a faux pas. Now, I'm not telling you what to do with your business. I'm sharing with you what helps for me and my goals. And I had a Q&A client that asked me the same thing, like, should I be the face or should I do AI generated? I asked them, what are your goals in the next 5 to 10 years? Do you see yourself being the face? Do you see yourself going to the office? I see myself in Dubai. I see myself in Greece. I see myself being my business ran without me. I have an operation manager. I have a whole CEO. I don't want to be the face of my business. I want to have a voice of my business. I want to create a culture for my business. I don't want people to expect that I'm going to show up at their house. I don't want people to expect that they can call me and say, hey, Shanique, I'm having this problem. What's going on? By all means, there's like, I get to have that lenience. Like if something happens, I'll say like, I'm the owner. I want to fix this for you. And you have that ability at this point. But eventually I'm thinking already, how do I make my business run even without me now? Even though I am the person running this business, or I am more hands-on now. That's why I choose to step away, not show my face, or on my face essentially, or see me cleaning, because I've had people ask me specifically, are you going to be the one cleaning? Because they've seen me do the cleaning on my business, and I didn't want them to get comfortable with that. So I started to use visuals. Now, if you have a team and you have recordings of them, by all means use your team so you have different faces. I didn't have my I don't have my team obligated to make videos. Like they're not content creators. They're here to clean the client's home. So I'm not going to have that as an obligation. Maybe you're an owner that does go in and you do the audits and you can record your team by all means, so the people know that there is different diversity, different faces that will come to their home. I don't have the option, especially because I'm subcontracting out. And I don't expect my subcontractors to give me their videos. They will give me before and after pictures, and I can use that, sure. But I'm also thinking, how can I be consistent? I want to bang out content at least 4 posts a week, ideally once a day. It is not feasible for me that does a cleaning business, content creation, brand sponsorships, and all of that to create quality content all the time. I need this to be the fastest way to be most consistent, and I still close and convert. So I'm showing you what works best for me, but depending on how you want to run your business, how you want to show up, that could be different for you. So that's why I do not show my face in these videos. And then or my voice, because it helps with consistency and also helps with training my audience that I'm not the one to be there. And I'm also preparing a way to be detached from the actual operations of my business eventually, because I can train someone to do this like I am with you. Now, that's why. After making the audio, download the audio. And now I'm going to go to Canva. I use Premium, and I'm just going to open up any, like you have your homepage, whatever, and then you click the, like it should be the TikTok or Instagram story size, and you open up a new one. And what I do is that, you can't see it, is that so just like the audio gave you suggestions of what to share, you can follow that, or I just go back and I read the script of it and follow what's on the script, and then put put a visual. So the beginning of the script talks about struggling to keep your house clean. You're not alone. Deep cleaning is a real challenge, and I've already done this. So what I just did is I went to videos. I searched dirty house. I pulled up the dishes here. Okay. And I put that there. And then the next part of the script goes stubborn, stains, hard to reach. It's a struggle. It's real. Have a better way. I just used a person who was just struggling with the cleaning task, right? I'm not too sure how that looks like on screen. If I played it, that's what it looks like. Here, I'll just do that for the sake of you can see everything, right? And then if I wanted to do, again, I'll just, like, the next would be the actual cleaning part. It's cool. That's fine. Don't overthink it. And then the next part of the script, I'm just going back and forth to the script that we already made. I'm not going to share the screen back and forth. Hopefully you get the gist of it. It is, what if I told you it was a better way? It's us cleaning services. You could use your logo. I just use a screenshot of my website. Just like, this is the words part of it, but obviously ideally would be like your actual logo part of your business so they see it. And then keep your solution, cleaning service, your solution to sparkling property without hassle. Here's why professional cleaning services is, like, she should. I just picked someone. I just searched cleaner. Okay, and I picked someone who's in a uniform or well cleaned. I don't use someone who's in a jumpsuit, because typically our teams don't come in a jumpsuit. I try to make it like more realistic to what you'll see someone coming to the home with or the property. And then the rest of, I'm going to go through this whole process of finding videos that resemble the words that my script is saying, and I fill it out. Okay. During the editing process, which you have to, if I can do it now on the screen, I will. But if I can't, then again, it's going to be an exclusive training for the CBA course. I'm going to go ahead and just match the word. I like to put some kind of like customer service rep, because again, I want people to believe or have the perception that this is a company and you're going to talk to someone who's going to book you, versus they know it's like me. I don't want that. I'm thinking, how do I already create the business that I want, and I'm more offhand? I want people to see this as an offhand business. Okay. That's what I do. And then I'm going to go ahead, download as a MP4 video, all of that. So essentially, if I summarize all this, I'm creating content that speaks to objections, that's training my audience, that's speaking to my ideal client. If you notice that I did speak about deep cleaning. If you know my content, I highly recommend that you push your highest ticket services and market around that. My highest ticket for my properties is the deep cleaning. I do deep cleaning for offices. I want my audience to know that we want to be your option for deep cleaning, and then from there, that's our job to re-incur them to biweekly. Where I see the mistake is that you're always seeing people saying biweekly cleaning, deep cleaning, post construction cleaning. Yes, you could definitely offer them all of them, but I like to stick to like two main services, because if I'm trying to keep up with content with all of them, then I just lose people. And I think that's why that my highest converting is TikTok, because I stick to deep cleanings and for office and commercial. And 10 out of 10 times, like literally 9 out of 10 times, someone's calling me and they're asking specifically deep cleaning. They're not saying, hey, I'm just looking for a quote for your cleaning services. 9 out of 10 times, they're saying, hey, I need deep cleaning for my home. I saw your TikTok, right? That's why I get higher conversion. So that's what you want to do and look into that. Is if you want to get into commercial, you start posting for commercial, right? If you're someone who wants to get into daycare and you're always showing bathrooms of a nursing home, like, then someone who's in a nursing home will probably be more inclined to be attracted to you than you finding pictures, content about someone who wants daycare. Possibly really similar example, but for someone who's in house cleaning and they always say I want to do commercial, if I went on their website, if I went on their socials, it's really just the house, and I get it, like that's all your clients. But what I would highly suggest that you pivot to is you take pictures of close-ups versus higher up. So don't post the bed, post the floors, like the wooden, like the floors being shiny, because commercials have floors. Most commercials don't have beds, so you're not attracted to them. Toilets, focus on the full close up of the toilet. It's clean. The close up of the sink, showers, because some commercials have showers. So those close up will appeal to both residential and commercial. So if you see my TikToks in this video, there's a few clips where you see dishes, but you're gonna see also office spaces. That's messy. Okay, so that's how I use that. Now, editing portion. Again, I'm still going to use a screen. I'm still going to have an exclusive part for CBA members. If you want to join the Cleaning Boss course, then check the description and you get access to exclusive training. So this would be exclusive training, would be the screen recording of how I actually upload this to TikTok, and you get access to the Discord. So that's the difference between like following on social media and then get like actual personal touch base with me. Now, let's see if this is going to work. Now, after you have your audio downloaded, you have your visuals downloaded, it's now taking it together, because to my knowledge, you can't upload you could upload the music. I don't think you could upload your own music to TikTok. Unless things have changed. Come on now. And so I think that's why they're like in cahoots with CapCut, because you could do all that.
Is your space in need of a deep clean that will impress your guests?
Forget me. I'm trying to see if I can do this now. Yeah, no. So you can only, so the audios could only be from TikTok created. So that's why you would go into your own video editing software to put them two together. And I will show you, if I can, the desktop version. So I'm going to share my CapCut screen. Oh, I don't think you can. No, it's not. I'm not going to be able to. Okay, so yeah, unfortunately, I won't be able to share with you how that looks like. But if you do join the CBA course, you're gonna see that option, how we do on the phone. But essentially, you're gonna just use a editor where you're going to upload the Canva visuals and then upload the audio from the Audiosonic, put it together, and then download that file and then upload it to TikTok, where then you can have TikTok create the caption. And if you go to cleaning on TikTok, you'll see all my videos and how it looks like. So some of them you can actually reuse the audios, but some of them has like cleaning services in the audio. So be lookout for that. And that's how I attract quality leads on TikTok. And majority of them close out because they're already conditioned, groomed, trained, objections are answered, the process is explained. It's not generic like before and afters. There's an explanation why you need, like, I educate my ideal audience why they should choose us. So if you have any more questions, for those of you who watch this on the replay, just ask in the comments below. And yeah, subscribe, and I'll see everyone in my next video. And be sure to check the links down below. If I do forget any of the links or the things that I mentioned, let me know. I will then add it to the description box and send it to you. Again, CBA courses where you could get personal access to me or book a one-on-one as well. All right, thank you so much.